What up, guys? I'm Al.
I'm Arash.
And this is the Call to Whiskey.
All hail Cal.
Today we're talking about Benromach 10. Let's take a look. Welcome back. So today's whiskey is a Speyside single malt. It is 43% ABV, so it is chill filtered because it's below 46% ABV. There is no E150 added to it, so at least it's natural coloring. It is lightly peated, actually. They use Highland peat, and it's at 12 to 14 ppm. And it was aged 80% in ex-bourbon cask, 20% in sherry cask for 9 years, and then they take that both and they finish it in sherry cask for 1 more year.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be a nice, sweet Scotch, hopefully. Why don't we take a pour?
Let's find out. History time. Benromach was founded in 1898 and has changed hands over 6 times in the last 100 years. It is currently owned by the Urquhart family with just a single pair of stills and a maximum production of 500,000 liters a year. Benromach is not a large distillery, but what they lack in size, they make up for with heart and passion. In 2014, Benromach 10 won gold for Best Speyside Single Malt in the category of 12 years and under at the World Whiskey Awards. All right, let's take a look at the nose.
Right off the bat, I get the sweet smell of the breeze from the ocean. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Benromach is right off the ocean, so you're going to get a little bit of that sea note. They're in like a forest, like close to the sea, and
it's nice.
And that sherry note is definitely there. That's sweet. That's like sweet sherry.
It's
peaches.
almost a little sharp. The way it comes out you in a really nice tone. The sea breeze, the sherry, it mixes so well together. I'm just looking forward to tasting this right now, just on the nose notes alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like alcohol sharp, so it's not like a high ABV. It's not sharp on the nose, but I think what it's like that green apple is like sweet, so yes. It's like a sharp sweetness.
Green apple.
Yeah, like a hint of peat and pine.
Yeah, you have to search for it. The forest is there, but it's subdued, I feel, by the ocean and the sweetness. But you're right. The piney, the woody smell is right there.
Like oak and like prunes. Let's take a look at palate.
I'm excited. Oh, that's good.
It's sweeter than the nose.
It's sweeter than the nose.
Like it's sweeter than it is on the nose.
It's got a bit of a tobacco finish for me. A very nice one. I usually don't care if it's too much tobacco-y compared to you, but I really enjoy a nice tobacco finish in the end, and this one just has it beautifully done.
Yeah, that sherry note always gives you a tobacco note, right? Like whenever you have a sherry, you're always get that tobacco note, and you're getting a lot of those familiar flavors. That vanilla, that honey, that apple from the nose is there. That apricot and peaches.
It's a little bit dry in the aftertaste, just a little bit, not too much. It sticks around your cheeks a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a warm, like fruity smoke.
Shall we add a little water?
Yeah, let's go for it.
That's a good whiskey.
I'm not a big fan of it below that 43% ABV. I think that 43 is as low as I would like to see it.
I like the fact that I'm tasting variety of layers. From the ocean, the sweetness, the woodsiness, and then the tobacco in the end. That's what really drawing me to it. I feel it's complicated. Okay. And I like complicated whiskeys where you have to think about it a little bit more.
I think it gets just a little too thin for my taste with a little bit of water to it. I like my whiskey with a little bit more bite, and it just gets a little too thin on the back end.
I could do without or with or without the water. Shall we see what it is on ice?
Let's go for it. I actually like it better on ice than I do with water. At least with ice, I know what I'm getting into. You know, like I know that it's gonna be a little thin, but the sweetness really holds up to the ice, and I still get a little that hint of peat, even though it's very little on the 12 to 15 ppm is not very much.
I wouldn't say this is a peaty drink, but it's definitely there. You can taste it. I like it. I personally like a little bit more with water than ice, just because I feel the more flavors coming out in my mouth for me. But as far as drinking it, I would love it on ice all day as well. So
Yeah,
cheers on that.
I like it neat on ice, and I could care less about it on water.
So what's the price on this bad boy?
It's about $45 to $60, and the average is about 45. So it's actually lower most of the time, about $45.
So it's a pretty good drink for a low cost, for such a low cost.
Yeah, at $45, it's a great sherry, and for Speyside to be slightly peated, like it's not very often you see anything with Highland peat, let alone a Speyside. I mean, it's a great. A great whiskey for what you're getting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, even compared to some of the top shelf. Although I wouldn't consider this a top shelf whiskey by any means. No. It was just really enjoyable. It's got a beautiful bottle, chic design.
That being said, they did replace the design, so this is the old bottle. I like this bottle better. The old bottle, the new bottle, we'll put it up right now. It looks more like a bourbon to me. It's not a very attractive bottle. I like this old design better, but to each their own. What shelf does it go on?
This is not top shelf. I feel like it's somewhere in the mid shelf area for me. I would put it in the second shelf.
Yeah, I always keep this on the second from the bottom, so I'm right there in the same place with you.
Yeah, it's just a nice whiskey. Nothing to brag about. Nothing to be disappointed in.
Yeah, it's a great whiskey for an everyday drink. For people that don't really drink whiskey. If they like a sherry whiskey or a sweet whiskey, I pour this all the time. It's a great, easy thing to pour that's not going to break the bank.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, today's toast is, may misfortune follow you all the days of your life.
And never catch up. All hail cow.
We finally got through it, and you're like, oh, wait, it's my turn.
I kind of fell asleep on that one.
I know. I looked over to you, and I'm like, that's your turn, bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's right. I'm part of this video.